Ha ha ha. Hello, how are you? Alright, lower it. Go on your phone. 7 o'clock
Yo, let's go. Let's go. I gotta make this go up a little bit.
Alright.
Do I have enough slack to go up? A pad?
Yeah, probably. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2.
It looks really nice, no?
Mhm.
I think zoom out.
It came out kind of purple.
Yeah. The more you zoom out, the better. But it doesn't look good. Okay, for now, but when the game starts, zoom out. I know, just that people are on the sideline and we want to get in the water, right? That's fine. That's not so big deal. Can you gonna do a sound check now? Testing, testing, 1 2 3. Yo, we should be doing snare check. Yo, we should be doing snare check. Not my side. We should. Testing, testing, 1 2 3. Testing, testing, 1 2 3. Sounds good?
Yeah.
The quality is good or not?
The quality is good. You can kind of pick up the background because it's not a professional quality microphone.
All right, so I want to. All right, so Donnie's gonna be doing. Ezra, you're sitting here with me.
I don't want to.
And we have to. It's not a big deal. Trust me.
Yeah, 4 viewers.
4 viewers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 viewers.
Turn off the mic. Turn off the mic.
I
Turn off
need
the
a
mic.
mini.
Can you make another scene that's just the same script as camera without audio, right? Do like a mind's eye, copy it. No, but I'm bringing it up. I need that on the whole game. Whole game. And we are live here with MTA Lions Live. Andrew Jacobson and Ezra Nissel as MTA looks to open their season against the Frisch Cougars. Ezra.
It's really exciting to see MTA out here all fresh. We have the whole chevra out here. We got people from everywhere. We have freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, and we're ready for an exciting tip-off. We have Tani Engel for MTA tip-off and Shmuley coach number 23. I think 23 symbolizes a very special player.
Yeah, you could say that 23. Some of the greats have worn 23. Shmuley Coates, maybe not Michael Jordan, but he sure is great. Very forceful player for Frisch, player that's done a lot for them. And MTA is looking to make a really statement play here with Ziegelstein, Mendelheim, Tani Engel, and Yosef Zakon starting along with Ike Gutlov. And we're going to see here as tip-off comes for between Coates and Engel as this crowd is getting set for the MTA season opener. We got a solid crowd showing here in the beautiful NCAA Max Jam, and we're excited to see what both of these teams have in store. See what they got to show with the tip. Engel wins it. Ziegelstein holds and gives it off to Yosef Zakon.
So Zakon spent his summer playing through the Maccabi Tel Aviv travel team, and he really spent his whole summer practicing, grinding, trying to get good at ball, and he's really been an exceedingly well player, shooting by the three, very quick on his feet. Yosef with the Zakon.
And Yosef Zakon with the quick 2 points off the pass from Mendelheim. And MTA takes a quick 2-0 lead as the bench gets loud. And Yosef clapping in the face of his defender, and Ziegelstein gets up too. This MTA team is excited. Zakheim up the middle and loses the ball. Hine gets the ball. And then Gutlov gives it out to Yosef as they slow down the pace. MTA looking really nice right off the bat as Zakon tries to bring the ball in. Now, Hine looping back on top of the key. Zakon driving now down the middle, but give to Engel. Engel up top, can't make it through, but Engel grabs his own rebound, working under the rim, and the pass won't go, intercepted by Frisch. And that pass is going to be out to the wind. And Zakon now trying to work it outside. Works it back into the corner, the three. It'll fall. Frisch with a 3-2 lead. And they take the 1-point lead. As Yosef is trying to dribble the ball back up the half. Ziegelstein now holding it. Flips it up to Engel. Engel getting pressed now. With some pressure in his face. Now Yosef gives it over to Ziegelstein, and that'll be a foul call.
The foul was called on.
Can't really tell. So the early foul call, it's been after a minute and a half, it's been 3-2. And MTA looking, we've seen a little bit. This offense has been getting a lot of pressure from that Frisch half-court press as Gutlov looks to bring it in. Gutlov now on the baseline. Pump faking, gives it off to Engel under the rim. Engel can't finish. And that one's going back to Zakheim, bringing the ball up over to, I think that is Weinberger. Now the ball back outside. And that's going to be out of bounds. The MTA bench likes that one as they make a big mistake there. Now Gutlov bringing the ball up to Ziegelstein as this press is absolutely relentless. Getting chased from behind. Ziegelstein out to Hine. Hine puts up the 2, and that's 2 points for the Great Wall of Teaneck. Mendelheim.
A little to say about the Great Wall. He's been practicing the Lubavitch for the past 2 years, and he's been really, really practicing. Last summer, he spent training under a camp in Israel, I believe.
Yeah, in Israel. He trained with, you might have heard of him, the Jewish Jordan, Tamir Goodman, and he's been doing a lot with that huge wingspan. Nice to see him produce up 4-3 now as MTA. And that shot blocked by Engel. What a play. And Ziegelstein now brings the ball up, the fast-paced MTA offense as they try and get set. Yosef commandeering his team. And he's going to bring that ball down. Drives it to the middle now. Hyde with a shot. Bounces out on the wide open shot. Good take from Hyde. As you can see, he's trying to take his open looks.
People call him a big man, but although, yes, he is good in the paint, he has a big body grabbing those boards, he can also take shots from deep. That is one thing that the team has to realize, that Hine could also shoot.
Ike can shoot. He's got a little bit of a slow release, but if you leave him open, he will hit his shots. Now Ike bringing it in again as after the out-of-bounds call from Frisch. But he's going to take too long there, and they'll fail to capitalize on that opportunity. Now on the baseline is Weinberger. With the ball now, trying to force it inside. Coates gets the 2. Frisch up 5-4. Now the ball up to Yosef. Yosef going to bring the ball up and around his own foul line to pass to Zig. Trying to break this press defense as he holds the ball. Back to Yosef. They need to cross half court. Yosef makes the cut. And they're going to get the call. Frisch rowdy after that one. MTA is not happy to see that.
Their press has really been going at it for MTA. They've been having a lot of trouble bringing it past the half-court line. And if MTA is going to keep this up, I think they're going to have a lot of problems because they're just really quick. They have Zach Ime, Fight, really quick players, and they're always going to be hustling for the ball. So MTA is going to really have to work hard on passing the half-court line.
That is very, very true. And makes a player fall. And Yosef ended up on the floor there, but looks like they got the stop. Great stop by MTA. You can see the collapse rating as Weinberger brings it in from the baseline. The pass out to the corner. Back out to Zachheim. Zachheim at the top of the key, guarded by Ziegelstein. The pass out. Back up to the key at Zachheim. The 3. It's good.
You can't leave Zachheim open for that. I think he's 2 for 2 by the 3. Really knockdown shooter. Very quick. And if he's going to be left open like that, he's going to hit all those shots.
Now Yosef with a quick mistake. He's a very fast, talented player. But he's got to watch his mistakes if he wants to have success in this league. He's got all the skill in the world, played for Maccabi. And, it's going to be exciting to see what he can do thus far this year. Yo, we're back. We're going live. We're going live. And we're back here as Frisch is going to bring the ball in. That will be number 21, Jonah Schechter. And he's going to give the ball back out. And Schechter, he gets the ball now. Kraus almost lost it there at the baseline. And that ball is stolen by Gutlov. But Ziegelstein couldn't hold on to the pass, and he's going to run right past it. And that one, the pass out to the corner this time to Coates. Coates inside to Kraus. Kraus trying to put that one up, and that one's nabbed by Engel. But they're going to call the foul. He'll go. They're going to call it in the air, and Kraus will go to the line to shoot too. Now, Billy Kraus is a big, big guy. What do you got to say about him?
That he's just really tall, and he's going to capitalize on all those shots in the paint. He's big, he's strong, and he can really get up there. And if MTA got to play big on him, they got to box out, and they got to keep on grabbing those boards if they want to stop Billy.
It was no mistake by Coach Weisberg starting both Hein and Engel. Hein is going to sub out now as Kraus takes the court for Ellie Goldberg. But Hein got those 2 points. He had a nice take from deep. But it was no mistake by Coach Weisberg starting these 2 big men. He knows that he's going to need those 2 guys to produce if he wants to get anything done. Now here comes Zakon trying to bring the ball up, trying to break that press. Ziegelstein now with the ball. The pass out back to Yosef, trying to pass half court. Engel now with it just past half. He's going to whip it out to Gutlov. Gutlov inside to Engel. Engel trying to get the finish. Won't fall, but he gets the foul call. Nice take there by Engel.
Engel got to keep on playing big. Again, Frisch, they have Shmuley Coates, Billy Kraus, big players. And MTA got to play big if they want to stop them. They got to get to grab the offensive rebounds, also defensive rebounds. And Tani, Engel, Hein, Goldberg, they got to keep on playing big if we want to get this done.
And Engel knocks down the first shot. He's missed a couple today, but he's gotten some rebounds too. If he can start to hit those shots, he's getting those looks. Hopefully he can begin to produce some more. As Engel for his second shot, that one will fall, and he hits both from the line. As it's a 3-point game again with 3:58 left.
The score is 6-9 MTA Frisch, and we got a good game on our hands.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed. Now back out at the top of the key to Zakheim. Zakheim with the pass out to the corner. Back outside to number 5. Nearly lost it as he regains his dribble. Fight there, nearly lost the ball. Now Schachter at the top of the key. Gives it out to Zakheim. Zakheim for a 3. Won't go. Zakheim already hit 2 on the day, and Engel makes the stop there and gets the ball back out to Gutlow.
I think that's a third stuff from Tani Engel. And Tani Engel, although he isn't the tallest player, something about it, maybe it's his arms, it's his length, it's the way he reads the ball, but he's really just a beast. 3 blocks was not nearly through the first quarter, and he's just being a complete monster.
Now back out the corner to Gutlow. Gutlow with the 3, won't fall. But that was some nice passing in between. You like to see that from MTA, taking shots. Like to see Gutlow put up a 3 now. Zakheim driving up the middle and won't get the call, and the rebound won't be grabbed by Engel. Instead, Yosef will fall on it as no fouls are called, but men were flying around as Engel's going to bring up the ball. MTA continuing to produce shots. Now back out of the corner to Ziegelstein. Ziegelstein shot won't go. Engel regains the rebound at the free throw line. Gutlow picks it out to Zakon. Zakon out to Goldberg. Goldberg for 3. Won't go. They need to get that rebound if they want to continue to produce. Their shots just not falling right now as Coates is going up strong and gets the finish. And it is 6-11 as Frisch takes a 5-point lead.
Coates' athleticism is just so amazing. He's so quick, strong, athletic, and it's really amazing to watch such a great, well-rounded Yeshiva League player dominate the league.
He is, and he is one of the dominant players in the league right now. One of the best who does it. One of the best in the business. As looks like Goldberg is going to start in for Gutlow. Gutlow took a 3 earlier. And now we have Ziegelstein, the 2 Goldbergs, Zakon and Engel. Engel been a workhorse today as Zakon grabs that ball off the Engel mistake. Goldberg inside now. Back outside to Engel, tipped. But Engel regains possession now at the top of the key to Zakon. Zakon now, they're going to call a travel. Big mistake from Yosef.
Yosef got to watch his feet there. He saw right when he took those steps, he basically lost hope. He knew he traveled. And then right after the ref blows the whistle, calls a travel on Yosef. You hate to see it, but I think he's not going to make that mistake again. He's going to come back.
And hopefully he won't make the mistake again. Fight now, out to the corner. That was Weinberg. Out to Schachter, and that one's going out of bounds, and it is going to be MTA ball, down by 5 with 1:52 left. Akiva Cohn and Mendel Hein are taking the court as Engel takes his first seat of the game, and Ziegelstein's going to sit as well. So Akiva Cohn seeing his first time on the court, a really aggressive player, as well as Hein going back on. He's got 2 to his resume already. The Great Wall of Teaneck. Let's see how he holds up. As the ball, they're going to call it Frisch ball. It's going to be brought up by Frisch on the baseline. And now baseline out to the corner to Zakheim. To Weinberger up at the top of the key, back out to Zakheim. Zakheim has been lethal at the 3. Back to Schachter, and he can't regain his dribble, and they're going to call that MTA ball.
MTA's defense has been really, really good. We've had so many stops, so many times we forced the players out of bounds, bad passes, just us tipping the balls, and it's really great to see MTA with such great defense. Kiva Cone, pump fake, gives it back to Hein. Hein dribbles.
Outside to Zakon.
Zakon pump. Goldberg brings it in. Ooh.
Difficult shot for Goldberg. Couldn't quite put it up. Now as Schachter tries to bring it down the court with a nice take, but Goldberg regains the rebound as Cohn slows down the dribble with about 1:15 left in this one. And it is a 5-point Frisch lead as Yosef at the top of the key trying to make something happen outside the cone, and that's going to be out of bounds. Low awareness play by Cohn. Again, a guy with a very high ceiling, but couldn't make. He made a big mistake there.
MTA can't be getting those turnovers. His foot was on the line. Player wasn't so close to him. He really shouldn't have been stepped out there, but we got to be careful about that.
Especially when playing a top-tier team like Frisch, you cannot afford mistakes. You got to be able to win this game, a clean game, and they take a 3, and that one's going to be nailed by number 24, Eitan Dukas. And they're going to take an 8-point lead now as Zakon Gives the ball out to Cohen, back to Zaycon now. Only 40 seconds left in this one. Back in the corner to Cohen, the pump fake. He's faking a lot, and he's getting into trouble in the corner now, trying to cut it out to Zaycon on the baseline. Back out to Cohen. Cohen dribbling now, trying to reset the offense, and that was nearly stolen. Popped up in the air, and this one's going to be thrown down the court. And an easy two for Weinberger. As there's 20 seconds left in this one, and it is a 10-point game. This one got out of hand early. And you can see the MTA coach is not happy to see that. Here comes Joseph. Now bringing the ball up to Cohen. Cohen in the corner to Hyde. Hyde with the three. Won't go. That'll go. Hit the white bar. He tried to take 1.5. It wouldn't go. And Zach Guy misses the buzzer. MTA is down 10.5.
That is the end of the first quarter, and we will get back to you.
Yeah, first quarter. My bad.
What did I say?
I said half.
That is the end of the first quarter. We will get right back to you right as soon as the second quarter starts. Thank you guys for watching. Score is 16-6 Frisch, and looks like we got a good game on our hands.
Let's see what MTA can do. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Look around. We are not at all the same. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire for greatness.
And we are back here at the start of the second quarter. Andrew Jacobson and Ezra Nissel. And AK as well, making a guest appearance. And so, we have got Frisch up 10 now. And we are getting prepped and ready with Cone, Ziegelstein, Engel, Ozzy Goldberg, and also we've got Zaycon out on the other wing. Now bringing up the ball is Fight. Fight outside to the key now. Driving up the middle now, outside of the corner, and a missed pass, and that one will fall away from them. You hate to see that. A big mistake by Frisch. Now passing the ball nicely now. Ziegelstein to Cohen. Cohen nearly lost that one. Yosef went all out for that one, and that one's going to be called. And right now for Frisch on, we've got Akiva Fight, Eitan Dukas, Sam Bendheim, Danny Weinberger, and Shmuley Coates. Akiva Cohen now. Passing it out to Zaycon. Zaycon out to Engel. Engel wide open now. Passing it out back to Yosef, and he's going to get hit. He'll be on the ground. And that'll be called on MTA.
It sounded like the coach screamed timeout there, but I do not think any of the referees heard it. So, I don't know.
We'll see. Could have been a mistake there. As Cohen's taking defense at the top of the key now. Fight out to that's Dukas, right. Now back outside to the corner, and that one will not. It ended up bobbling in. That one looked like Kawhi's shot. Crazy bobble on Fight's three as Frisch is going to take a 13-point lead over MTA now. Ziegelstein dribbling his way up the middle now to Goldberg. Goldberg to pass out to the corner to Yosef Zaycon. Zaycon with the three. Won't go, but MTA gets the foul call.
It looks like Zaycon's going to be taking 3 foul shots now. Let's see if all that practice over the summer is going to pay off to anything. You don't have it that often where you have someone foul for 3 because that's 3 free throws, and free throws are generally easy shots. So Frisch got to be careful that they don't keep on getting those fouls because 3 foul shots for a good foul shooter like Zaycon It turned into 3 points.
It turned into 3 points very quickly as Joseph takes the first shot, and that one will not go. But it is a 13-point game here, and many of those 13 points are due based on MTA mistakes. If they clean up their act and they clean up the fouls, they can definitely make this a close game again. As Joseph takes the second and makes it. It's a 12-point game now. And this one's only getting better. Joseph with the third shot now. That one's going to fall, and he makes 2 of 3. And she is up. Frisch is up 11 points now as Fight brings up the ball now. Benheim with the pick up at the top of the key. Now into the corners. Dukas. Back up is Benheim at the top of the key. Dukas out. Now to Weinberger. Weinberger out to Coates. Coates making the move. Who whips that back out to Weinberger. And then in the corner, try to cut across the baseline. Pass into the corner for Benheim. Benheim for 3. And that one's out of bounds as it'll hit the pole.
One thing that people could call home court advantage is at the rafters by the hoop, by the baseline 3. There's a little pole coming across, so sometimes if people have a high arcing shot, the ball will hit it, and the shot will be interfered by the rafter. So one can call that a home court advantage, but
Nice 2 points from Cohen on the breakaway. Nice passing there by the young juniors, showing some quick chemistry as the MTA bench gets loud and cuts the lead to 9. Now number 24 is bringing the ball up now.
Dukas at the top of the key. Fight at the corner. Fight. Bringing it up. Dribbling. Trying to call some plays. Having shifts. Coach at the top. Trying to take it in. England goes up on Englander. Englander. Such a wall. Wow.
Nice defense by Engel. And Engel claps after that one. Fantastic play there on defense as Goldberg's going to bring it in. As Zakon comes in with Fight. Playing on the press. That passes out to Yosef. Back out to Goldberg. Zigglestein now. Back to Goldberg as he's going to cross high. Zakon falls. Goldberg with the take. It'll go! Ozzy Goldberg cuts the lead to 7.
Ozzy Goldberg's, let's say he just had a history throughout the yeshiva, and he's really right now, all the practice, devotion, dedication to the team is really showing off right now. Really nice shot off a really great defender, Shmuley Coates, and that really aroused the bench, and everyone is really on their toes now.
Everybody's absolutely on their toes, and Ozzy Goldberg now has shown a lot of success on the breakaway recently. As the crowd gets loud, the jumper from short, and Weinberger makes it a 9-point game once again with 5 minutes and some change, and it is 21-12 Frisch. And this one's going to be passed out to Zakon. Zakon now driving up the middle with a take, and that one won't go. Rebound MTA. Yosef grabs his own, and Zigglestein couldn't quite grab that rebound. Yosef pump fakes the 3, back out inside to Goldberg. Goldberg missed the layup. Could have had the putback there. But Goldberg at least showing a presence in the paint as that guy brings the ball up, trying to make a move. This one back out to Fight on the side. Now to Weinberger. Back out to Schechter. I'm sorry, Dukas. Dukas now the 3. The dagger. And he got back at me for that wrong call. But it is now 12-24. Zigglestein bringing the ball up as they ditch the press right now. Now Weinberger getting in the face of Zigglestein. Picks up by Zakon, and Zigglestein trying to shake it off as he's got Fight on him now. Now Zakon trying to make a move, cutting up into the middle to pass out to Engel. Engel back to Zakon, chucking the 3, and it goes! 3-pointer! Kesef for Yosef Zakon. You'll love to see it.
A very special shout out to the Terrell family for showing up, really showing the support for the university. We as MTA are a branch of the Yeshiva College, and it really shows that one of the best YU players of all time takes his free time to come to one of our games. That really shows what type of family we have here at the Yeshiva University High School for Boys.
True that. Couldn't have said it better myself. Now Zakon in the corner. Pops up a jumper. He's feeling a little confident after that 3, and they won't get the rebound as Tani popped it out to Zakon. Zakon now coming up the court, guarded by Zigglestein. Puts up the layup. Won't go, but now the putback also won't go. MTA can't get the rebound. They need to grab that one if they want to be able to compete. Dukas now out to Weinberger. Zakon at the top of the key. Coates now in the corner. Misses the 3 now as Engel couldn't grab it, but it's going to be MTA ball after it hits off a Frisch foot. And we're going to have Goldberg and Ike Gutlove. Ike Gutlove not seeing so much time early on. A player with some really, really good potential who can really create some, quality plays for this team.
Talk about Gutlov. Gutlov is one of those players who's been a basketball kid and family his whole life. His dad being a star coach for the RYNJ Jaguars, just retired recently. And Gutlov's been playing ball since he was a kid, always had a basketball in his hand since day one. And he's someone who's just really tall and has high hops, and he'll get up there. He'll just play amazing defense.
Angle with the 2.
The offensive board by Tanya Angle, again, grabbing it, going straight up, finishing is really what we need to see.
You love to see it, and Goldberg tries to get the steal. He holds on to that one, gets it out to Ziegelstein. 2-on-1, Ziegelstein and Zakon. Zakon now back out to Ziegelstein, stolen by Zakheim. Thrown back out to Dukas. Dukas with Ani chasing him back, and he's going to finish. And it is 17-26. As what was looking like a good move by MTA breaks down, and it'll be 9 points again, as they're fighting tooth and nail with Frisch right now. 2:32 left, and up by only 9. But back to what you were saying before about Gutlov. Not only is he a kid that's always had a basketball in his hand, he's always had a love for the sport and a love for his team. His team is like a family, and he's a cog in the machine that is YUHSB basketball.
A very special thank you to the administration of the Yeshiva University administration, Rabbi Konigsberg, for giving us the opportunity to be able to live stream this. And we really want to thank you for allowing us to do this, letting the fans who cannot make it here today be able to watch it wherever they are, anytime, anywhere. We just want to thank you, and very special thank you to the administration, especially Harav Khan and Harav Konigsberg.
Yep, a big thank you to everybody who made this possible now. Lions Live finally starting back up. You've got Ziegelstein, Zakon, Ellie Goldberg, and Tony Engel, coupled with Ike Gutlow. Now taking the court. The press from Schechter out to Engel. As they cross half now to Ziegelstein. Ziegelstein crossing in. The pass outside to Zakon. Zakon pump fakes and tries to get it into the middle, but that one's stolen. Nabbed up in the middle by that nasty Frisch defense. Up 9 now, and Zakon brings it up. This MTA defense trying to create some plays as Ziegelstein snaps in the face of Zakon, excuse me. Now back out in the corner to Dukas. Dukas for 3 over Engel will not go. And MTA will grab that rebound. And they're going to be called there as Yosef draws a foul. Great play by Yosef Zakon as MTA gets that call. Still down by 9 with 1:59 left in this one.
Inbounding, we have Zakon. Zakon gives it to Gutlov. Now back, Zakon to Ziegelstein. Ziegelstein bring it up. Back to Gutlov. Gutlov trying to make some plays, trying to get some passing. Looks like he's calling some plays. Back to Gutlov. Gutlov taking in. Back out to Goldberg. Stolen by Dukas. Dukas gives it back to Coates. And now we have Zakon bringing it up. Looks like he's pushing pretty quick. Back to Mark.
Now the 3, and that one will be airball as Engel gets right under that rebound. Engel been such a presence in the boards today. If he can continue his dominance, if he can start making some of his shots, with the amount of rebounds and action that he's been getting recently, he can really become a force for this MTA team. Ike Gutlow fakes the 3, kicks it out in the corner to Ellie Goldberg, and then he is going to be called in MTA's favor. And now Billy Krause about to sub in for Frisch. And now we have Ellie Goldberg at the line. He's going to shoot 2. And Ellie Goldberg now with the first shot. That one's not going to go. It was only 1. Apologize. And it won't fall. With 1:16 left in this one, and a Frisch lead up to 9. Jonah Schechter bringing the ball up on Ziegelstein. This pick from Krause. And that man is a presence and a half in the paint as they almost lost that one. The 3 now from Dukas. Dukas won't go. Engel trying to get the rebound over Krause. Krause now going up strong. Won't go. The block from Engel on Krause. What a play as MTA erupts. An absolutely insane play.
When I look up Tiny Angle in the dictionary, a wall shows up. He has just been unstoppable. So many defensive stops, and he's just keep on grabbing the boards, blocks, and he is really just being a huge factor on the court now.
Hines about to come back in now, and he's going to sub in for, it looks like Goldberg. Oh, no, Goldberg is still in the game. So Hine now in. Hine and Engel and Goldberg. You got a pretty big team now. And Engel, as you said before, has had an absolute presence. If Hein and Engel can continue to play to each other's best qualities, then they can really become a force in the paint. If this team can learn to play big, they can be absolutely fantastic in the future. And now Engel is stepping up to the line now. She's up two. And Zingelstein pumping up the team. You'll love that. Getting claps from the crowd. And now trying to silence the crowd. As Tani going to take a foul shot. Now Tani Engel with the shot. That one will go. Makes the shot in bonus. And it is an 8-point lead for Frisch now. As Engel steps up for the second shot. And you can see Engel shooting now his second. Won't go. Dukas gets the rebound. This one out to Zakheim. Zakheim now bringing the ball up. Fast-paced offense. Checked out and trying to get the shot up. And that one's going to go out of bounds off the mistake. He couldn't get the ball at the coach. And Hines going to bring the ball in. Number 2 from the sideline.
I just want to know, is it that Frisch isn't playing their A game, or we're playing our great defense? I don't know, because Frisch seems like a really good team. They're expected to do really well, but MTA just been having really good stops, defensive stops. Tani's been playing like a beast. Zakon's been unstoppable. Hein playing big, and I think MTA is looking like they have a good start for the season. Although they're down 8 points, I don't know. It seems like a close game. They're playing hard, giving it their all. And it's only 8 points.
It's an 8-point game, but you take away some of the mistakes, and there's a lot to like from this team as that ball goes up to Engel. He grabs that one like Julio Jones grabbing a touchdown. Going up strong now. Goldberg couldn't get it now. Hines trying to go up strong. Gets the 2! And that's Hines' 4th point of the game as he has had the Great Wall of Teaneck becoming an instant sensation here for MTA. Playing big, and it's a 6-point game as MTA is revitalized at the end of the second period. MTA now cheering loud as Zakheim has it at the corner, bringing it up to the top of the key, trying to pull up it for a jumper. That one won't go. Engel grabs the rebound with 4 seconds left, 2 seconds left, chucked up in the air, and that one won't go. But it is a 6-point game here as MTA fights back and clings on to that 6-point deficit. And we are going to cut to break at half. We might have an interview for you. We will see as MTA is down 6 to Frisch. And it is We'll be back after this quick break.
Look around. We are not at all the same. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire for greatness. Look around. We are not at all the same. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire. Look around. We are not at all the same. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire for greatness. Look around. We are not at all the same. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire for greatness. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire for greatness. Look around. We are not at all the same. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire for greatness. Look around. We are not at all the same. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire for greatness.
And we're here with co-manager Jonah Greenblatt here. He's manning the books today, and he's been with this team for a while. He's watched these players develop. What do you got to say about this team right now?
You know, it really comes down to the players are really, they really work hard for this, and I can't wait for the victory tonight. But if anything happens, whatever, they have practice, and it is what it is.
Some bold words from a bold man, as you can see Jonah Greenblatt walking off. He's in the he's waving it off. Frisch at one point, and they were able to cut that down. As MTA is really looking to get behind it. MTA is really looking to see what they can do. We're going to have Hein and Engel along with Yosef manning his team. You can see him commanding his troops, and he's got Ike and Ziegelstein also out there. And we are about to start up again for the third quarter of MTA basketball. And let's see what we've got going. In possession there. And I apologize for the miscommunication earlier. Number 30 is not listed on the roster. Oh, no, my apologies. That's David Markovich, who's on there. As Zach and Fight go make their way to talk to the bench. As Markovich, the big man, is in, along with Weinberger and Coach to the line. Shooting out. And that one won't go.
We're expecting, as a commentator, Aram Borgen, senior of MTA, to be coming. He's just in the middle of a hockey game now, and due to a delay in the game, should be arriving any minute now. But he's been a real star to the MTA varsity hockey team, and he's coming fresh off a game against TABC, getting ready to comment on the game, and we're really looking forward to have some of his deep insight on the game.
Now Hyde almost lost the ball there as he works it outside to Gutlov. Hyde working the baseline now at the Engel up at the top of the key, and Gutlov regaining the control, and he'll work that one outside to Hyde, and Hyde missed the ball. Need to get better communication there as Hyde just straight up missed the ball there. Worked up the fight as Ziegelstein is trying to command his troops. Down 7 after the free throw by Coach. And the chance of defense breakout from this MTA crowd as Zakai whips it inside, and it won't go. The strong defense of MTA holds up. And Zakon is dribbling the ball up now, and they're going to have a little bit of press, stickle press, as Ziegelstein works it up in the corner now. Flipped out to Hein. Hein going to pull up. That one will go! Hein is feeling it tonight.
As I said earlier, you don't really find big men that are shooting. Hein, you leave him open, he'll hit those shots. You really got to be careful, guarding from the paint and from deep.
And Hyde just grabs a rebound there. He's feeling it tonight. He hits the jumper. He told me earlier he's got a shot. He's taking it. He's been on this team a long time, and he's been waiting for this opportunity a long time, making his first career Yeshiva League start. And Gutlov is wide open. He's going to pump it back inside to Hyde. Hyde had the ball stolen by Zakai. Zakai nearly lost it there. Now working outside to Weinberger. Weinberger for the layup, and it'll go. And it is now a 7-point game again. That one's nearly stolen by Zakai. Almost a mistake there by Zakon as he tries to slow down the pace of the game. But MTA carrying this workload nicely. 7-point game now. Ziegelstein with hands in his face. Hein turning and shooting a 3, and he got a little bit cocky there. And you gotta take a chuckle at that one. But Hein, when he wants to do his thing, he's gonna do his thing. Not much is gonna stop him from that.
Maybe a little cocky after he knocked down a deep 2. Maybe he thought he got it, but you always got to be careful. Never get too cocky about those shots.
Yeah, you don't want to ever have to pull up for a deep turnaround 3 like that. Not much reason to do that. As Coach Waltz is in for 2 points, and it is all of a sudden a 9-point game. As this game is getting a little out of hand for MTA. Yosef now driving, making the stop around the 3-point line with the handles now. Yosef working the ball up, and that one's almost half-court violation. And, that one's going to hit Hein in the face. And it'll be Frisch ball. As Hein seems to be in his own head, hands on his hips, and he's going to be taken off onto the bench after some production and then a little bit more woes. 31-22 with 5:06 left in this one. What do you got to say about the way that MTA has come off the bench starting these first 3 minutes of the second half?
MTA came in starting down 6 points. Now it's a 9-point deficit. But it seems that they lost a little bit of their intensity. They had a momentum going before the half started. Great plays. Good stop by MTA. Now Zig with the steal.
Works it up to Goldberg. Now Goldberg at the top of the key. Now over to Zaycon. Ziegelstein wide open. Doesn't see him. Ziegelstein had the wide open look, but Zaycon's going to take his time, and there's nothing wrong with that. No shot clock. Take your time. Work the ball around. No reason to ever force a shot now as Goldberg's in the corner for a wide open three. And that one will not go. As that guy now bringing the ball up, bringing it over to the baseline, puts up a floater, and it won't go as Goldberg grabs the rebound.
During practice, Goldberg's knocked down all those threes. But I feel like it's the game, the pressure, all the fans, the crowd here is very loud. We have all the whole bleachers are packed with both fans from MTA and Frisch, and the pressure is probably just getting to his head.
Weinberger nearly blocked there by Zaycon. He's made an effort there and smacked the backboard. And it is 33-22, an 11-point deficit now as that ball is stolen by Frisch. And nearly blocked there by Ziegelstein. But Frisch is going to put up 2 more, and it's a 13-point game. And this is getting really ugly really quickly as Engel holds on to that one. And they're really rushing the press now. Goldberg now holding on to that ball. And MTA calls a timeout with the ball in their own zone after a little bit of falling apart there. And this third quarter has not quite gone their way as it is 22-35. Shout out to Levy Ukrainchik. Shout out to good man.
Moment of silence we can get for Mr. Ukrainchik. Just count to 3 seconds. Keep our good fellow in mind.
Just keep him in mind. We're not going to say for what. Just keep Levy Ukrainchik in mind. 3.
And we're back. It's your boy Ezra Nissel out here live from the Yeshiva University Max Stern Athletic Center with Andrew Jacobson.
And if you're just joining us now, it is 22-35 with 3:39 left in the third quarter. As MTA just called a timeout after going down big. We'd like to thank everybody here at the Lions Live squad. Nissan Dietz, Eli Fisher, Noam Abrahams, Zach Mankiewicz, Yitzi Sokol, Donnie Morris, Itamar Basalel, and Avi Cohen, and everybody involved who made this possible. We'd like to thank all of you for making today possible. Also, a big shout out to Rabbi Janikowski just for being humble and not asking for a shout out. He's getting a shout out. Fist bumps all around for Rabbi Janikowski. You can see him walking in front of the camera now.
MTA started off the half down 6, almost now it's more than doubled, down 13, and they just called a timeout. Hopefully they'll come back from this timeout strong, energized, and perform like they were playing right before the half. We have Goldberg inbounding the ball, Lions ball. Zach, I'm guarding the inbound.
And now it's Real Goldberg trying to work the ball inside to Cohen. Caught a little bit of play earlier. He's an aggressive ball player, and he's going to be mauled now. And that is going to be a jump ball. And it'll be Frisch ball. Big mistake there by Cohen, who was being mauled there by that Frisch defense. And Markovitz now with the inbound over to Fight. Now Fight working the ball up. Pick on Ziegelstein, and he is bringing the ball up back to the key. Trying to do something with his handles, trying to make something happen. The ball back outside to Sam Bentheim. Now back outside. Dukas to the top of the key down to Zakheim. Zakheim in the corner trying to make something happen. And Bentheim trying to do something inside. Back up to the top of the key. Frisch moving the ball fantastically. Dukas now dribbling at the top of the key with being guarded by Cohen. Switches the ball over to Fight. And they're going to take their time and reset the play. Frisch passing the ball excellently, making no mistakes as this is a absolutely clean team. Zakheim now driving inside, trying to make something happen. Pass outside to Fight now. And he gets it, but they're going to wave it off on a travel call. And MTA, a breath of fresh air as what could have been a disaster turned into their favor. As Zaycon's going to bring the ball up. And he's going to bring it up with Ziegelstein running up now and Fight at the top of the key. Now outside to Ziegelstein, back out to Zaycon, bringing it out to Cohen. Now giving it over to Engel. Engel at the top of the key. Now Ziggleston pump faking, driving inside, cutting across to Zaycon. Zaycon pump fake. Deep two. Won't go. Rebound grabbed by Zaycon. That's the speed and athleticism we were talking about when we mentioned Yosef Zaycon. Now Kiva Cohn with the ball at the top of the key. And he's been holding on to it for far too long, and he's trying to swing it over to Ziggleston. Ziggleston now back, almost stolen by Zaycon as Zakheim as he bit. Goldberg now back out, lollipop pass to Ziggleston. Zaycon in the corner, pump fake, drives inside to Engel. Engel putting up the 2 and the foul. Incredible ball movement.
Connie Engel, just unstoppable this game. Many rebounds, offensive rebounds, putting it back, and he is just a beast. Unstoppable, defensive, offensively. MVP of tonight's game so far from the MTA side.
And that's exactly what they needed. They needed a spark. Whistles coming from the bench.
Actually, a very special welcome to Aaron Borgen, the second half announcer. He just got back from a TABC versus MTA varsity hockey game.
And we are going to wave goodbye to Ezra Nissel as Aaron Borgen comes back for color commentary as Engel hits the and one and reinvigorates this MTA team. Now down by 10 as Zach Guy brings the ball back. And it seems as if Aaron Borgen's going to take over for Ezra Nissel, who has been such a pleasure to have here in the studio. Now the ball whipped over to Dukas. Dukas now in the corner to Benheim. Benheim back up at the top of the key to Coates. That one to Zakheim. Zakheim pump fakes, trying to work it inside now. In the corner, Dukas wide. Won't go. Trying to grab the rebound is Ziggleston. Cohn's going to grab it. Working over to Zaycon as they're bringing the ball. MTA's got some momentum and something brewing here. Zaycon now trying to bring the ball up. He's going to work his way up. Silky smooth as Cohen whips it, passes it back and forth in between him and Goldberg. Now Zaycon holding it on the side of the key. Now Zaycon brings it all the way back near half court, uses his handles, and he's going to get fouled. Oh, and he is down. But Cohen helps him up, as he must be gassed putting on that display.
Zaycon just so quick on his feet. You see the way he's dribbling, always giving it 100%, running at his top speed for a full game. It's just so tiring, but look at him not tiring out, constantly giving it his all, and really just displaying such true power and athleticism.
And that's another mistake by Cohen. He's an aggressive player, but he's got to start using his head because he cannot be costing MTA mistakes in such a high-stakes moment like this. Eitan Dukas now giving the ball to Zakheim. Zakheim now as they're setting a play with Cohen at the top of the key.
Just 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Under 1 minute left, 53 seconds. As Zakheim is holding the ball, and he's going to see if he can outwill and win the favor into Frisch's direction now, trying to make something happen. Whipping it into the corner. Can't get anything. Now back to Shachter. Shachter driving inside. Out to the corner for Markovitz. Markovitz whips out to Zakheim. Zakheim for three. Engel almost lost it, but Zakheim hits. What a three by Zakheim as Zaycon brings up the ball now. Just past half court. Trying to make something happen with 22 seconds left. Outside to Goldberg now. Goldberg holding on to the ball for way too long. Cohen now driving on the baseline. Whips it outside to Ziggleston. Ziggleston for three. Hits it! And they march right back. Tie it up. And it's a 10-point deficit for MTA with 4 seconds left. Now back outside. This one, a three for Frisch. Won't go! And the three for MTA. Tzvi Ziggleston with the dagger to tie it at 10. And we're going to wave goodbye here to Ezra Nissel at the end of the third quarter.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. It's been a pleasure announcing this game. And I wish Matzah Tzlacha to MTA down 10 points, starting the fourth and last quarter of this very intense, entertaining basketball game. MTA down 10, 38-28. Frisch. I wish everyone goodbye and welcome Aaron Borgen.
And we're going to welcome Aaron Borgen at the start of the third. But first, a quick message from our sponsor.
Look around. We are not at all the same. We are unique, each with our own dreams and aspirations. We come from different places, bringing along different traditions, different strengths, weaknesses, and goals for the future. But there's one thing that weaves our community together. We all aspire for greatness.
we are live here at the start of the fourth quarter. And we've got Akiva Cohen, Ozzy Goldberg, Tzvi Ziegelstein, and Yosef Zakon inbounding the ball with Tony Engel now.
I see Tzvi Ziegelstein can't hold the ball so quick. I'll talk after.
Now Yosef Zakon with a fierce move in the inside, and he's going to be fouled. Nice play by Zakon to force the foul. Hold the wire, not the platform. I'm holding it. You don't hold it.
So as I was saying, you see Ziegelstein out here. He's really blossomed into a big leader on this team. Now in his fourth year on the team, he's really improved his game since he was a freshman.
Now Goldberg inbounding to Zakon. Zakon now to Ziegelstein. Zakon now dribbling on the baseline, and that one's going to go to Cohen. Cohen nearly loses the ball as whips it to Zakon. Zakon to Engel. Engel back outside to Cohen. Cohen gives it outside to Zakon, and that one's going to be fouled in MTA's favor. As Zakon hits a three that won't matter, but it is a 10-point game with 7:51.
Yeah, I just played.
And Aaron Morgan smells awful after that hockey game. He smells worse than they played. They lost 4-0 to TABC, and he smells worse than they looked. Tony Engel now grabbing a beastly inbound pass now out to Ziegelstein. Gonna kind of reset here. Into the corner to Goldberg, back out to Ziegelstein. Ziegelstein now at the top of the key to Zakon. Zakon pump fakes outside into the corner. Now Engel at the top of the key. Cohen now whips it out to Goldberg. Goldberg with the jumper. It won't go. A wide open shot. You got to hit that if you're MTA now in crunch time.
What about pass by Combe? But I'm saying you got to put that in if you want to be winning these games, especially against such a great team.
Now Zakon and Cohen on the move. Cohen now trying to make that one go, and he won't go. Cohen can't make the 2 points, and that's a absolutely big mistake. And Schmully can't finish too. Coates won't go. After the try and the putback won't go, and then the three won't go either. A couple of mistakes by the Frisch offense, and MTA comes off scratch-free as Zakon brings the ball up, trying to slow down the tempo with a 10-point game and 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
MTA got lucky on that miss, but I'm saying on their offensive side of the ball, they got to be putting them in when they have the chance. They can't be missing.
And this one's going to be stolen by Weinberger, and he's going to put it up, and that time they won't miss. 12-point lead for Frisch, and it is 40-28. Now Ziegelstein trying to dribble up the ball past Weinberger with Zakheim helping now out to Zakon. Zakon trying to get inside, cuts inside. Trying to reset as he dribbles back. Now being guarded by Zakheim. Zakon now outside to Goldberg. Goldberg to Engel. Can't make it go as he just kind of threw that one off the backboard. Weinberger now. And Zakheim dribbles up the baseline into the corner. Corner now won't go as he travels. MTA catches a bit of a break there. And it looks like it is going to be MTA ball in deep Frisch territory. That one's going to be whipped over to Ziegelstein. Ziegelstein, lollipop pass to Tony Engel. Tony Engel now, and MTA calls a timeout, down 12 with 6 minutes left. They got to make something happen. What do you think, Aaron?
Something's got to go for MTA, and the past drives, the past couple drives, they haven't been putting them in. They've been getting chances, missing shots, missing layups. They got to put some in.
MTA now with the timeout, and it is now or never for this MTA squad, as they got to get something going. They've been playing this cat and mouse game of kind of, going in between and out of 12 to the 8-point lead for Frisch, and they can't let that happen. They've got to go on a big scoring streak here. They got to make plays happen. They got to get Hind and Engel active. They got to get their shooters hitting. They got to be grabbing boards on the inside, and they got to lock down on defense. They have to be mistake-free. These stupid penalties and fouls and these things that will slow MTA down, they absolutely cannot happen. They have to play a clean game if they want to have any chance at all of winning.
Yep, looks like they're bringing in Ellie Goldberg from the bench, and hopefully that's a spark for them.
Hopefully that's a spark, and they're looking for whatever's going to work, whatever magic potion will do it. And as they got Ozzy, the two Goldbergs, Zakon, as well as Tzvi Ziegelstein and Tony Engel. Zacon now out to Ziegelstein. Back to Zacon at the top of the key as he's holding onto the ball. Dribbling now. Being covered by Fight now. Ziegelstein with Zakheim on him. Loses Zakheim. Makes him miss. And that's going to be called. Ziegelstein made Zakheim trip up there for a second. And MTA is going to inbound as Goldberg is going to take the inbound. Goldberg now. Zacon for three. That one will go! And the one. What a shot by Yosef, and that was the spark they needed. What a crazy shot. Absolutely incredible, and he has shown up when MTA needs him. He's been working all summer for moments like this, and this is exactly why he's here. Now stepping up to the line for a huge shot that'll swing the favor of the momentum in MTA's direction. Now the shot, that one will go. A 4-point play by Zacon as he rallies his team back on defense. An 8-point game, and this is a completely changed broadcast, folks. As we have Zakheim bringing up the ball as the defense chants rain out. Zakheim now trying to make something happen. Works the ball inside of Coates. Coates for two, and it'll fall, and it's a 10-point game again. MTA trying not to fall behind as Zacon trying to make something happen. Whips it across to Ziegelstein. Ziegelstein working it over to Goldberg, and Goldberg misses the ball. We said that before, they can't have mistakes.
That was a great play by Frisch, bringing down the to stop MTA's momentum and force a turnover again. Here comes Frisch.
Here comes Frisch off the big mistake by MTA. You can't have that happen if you're trying to beat a top team like Frisch. You can't have that happen as Goldberg is swarming Zakheim on defense. Ziegelstein now, the pick by Markovitz. And the jumper won't go, but the rebound, Markovitz won't go. Coates won't go. MTA's defense stands strong, and that is going to be MTA ball. Goldberg with the inbound of a 10-point game as there's 5 minutes left in this one, trying to get something happening. Zacon now bringing the ball up. And this has been a neck-and-neck fourth quarter. And that one worked at the top of the key. Now in the corner, LB Goldberg with time. It'll go! Another three for MTA as Goldberg gets the magic going. And that was a beauty shot, making it a 7-point game with 4.5 left. Goldberg reigniting his team, doing what he can. And this crowd is loud and excited for MTA basketball is back, folks. Zakheim now trying to whip it outside to Dukas. Dukas now working it around. And we got number 44, Weinberger, with the floater. That one will fall. 9-point game. Frisch up in front, 44-35 with 4 minutes, 12 seconds now. Goldberg trying to make something happen in the corner. Now Ziegelstein with room at the top of the key. Whips it over to Goldberg. Back to Ziegelstein at the top. And Zakon's going to cut across. And Ziegelstein still holds the ball, loses that one. And that's going to be MTA ball. And Ziegelstein was very sure that he was not the last person to touch that. And it'll be inbounded by Yosef Zacon.
Come on, here's MTA's chance to pull one in real quick. And if they get this, they can really swing the momentum their way.
They can swing the momentum. This is absolutely huge. 9-point game. Zacon now. Step back three. A forced shot there, and it was clear that he should not have taken that. It's obvious that he's trying to get some kind of a spark going, but that's not the way you do it. You got to be calm, cool, and calculated. Not taking step back threes. You're not Harden. This is not the NBA. This is MTA basketball, and Zakheim hits a pretty dagger into MTA's hearts as this game is a 12-point game again with 3.5 minutes, and this crowd is sunk back into their seats after that Zakheim three. Zacon now at the top of the key, whipping it out to Goldberg. Goldberg now over to Cohn. Cohn works that ball back to Zacon. Now back to Cohn. Cohn back to Zacon on the top of the key as they're just dribbling it back and forth, and Tony Angle nearly loses it at the top of the post. That's a jump ball, and it will be, looks like that's Frisch ball. And MTA losing on another mistake. There's 3 minutes left and 12 points separating these teams. It looked like for a minute there, with 7 points in between them after the Ellie Goldberg 3-point play, that MTA had a shot to come back, climb back, and win it, but it's looking pretty grim now as Zakheim brings the ball up. Now Zakheim being guarded closely by Zacon. And foul called And that's going to be MTA ball. Every little spark means the world to this team as they are fighting. Excuse me. Aaron says he thinks it's a 5-second penalty. 5 seconds in the paint, or 3 seconds in the paint. And that's Joseph over to Zibelstein. Zibelstein out of Tony Engel. Tony Engel at the post. Oh, block pass by Shmuley Coates. That guy's got a big wingspan, big strong player, and he has absolutely shown up today. Now it's that guy driving in. The pass outside to Weinberger. Weinberger up now, and it'll go. And it's a 14-point game with 2.5 minutes left. And Zaycon brings it up now. And MTA is going to call the timeout. 2.5 left, and 14 points separating the two. We're back here after the timeout. And
We see Ellie Goldberg sticking in the game, and we saw him drill a 3-pointer from deep before. So that's what we like to see, and that's I think why coach put him in.
we like to see that as Zaycon bringing the ball up and in. And Akiva Cohen getting pressured there, and he's working around. And he's going to throw that one up into nowhere. Not sure where that ball was going. But it's going to be Frisch ball. Oh, MTA ball, excuse me. That ball must have been tipped by a Frisch player as Cohen maintains it on the baseline. Giving it over to Tani. Big in the paint now. Ziegelstein. Ziegelstein over to Goldberg. Goldberg. Back to Ziegelstein. Ziegelstein. Goldberg almost took a three. And it falls again as Goldberg is feeling it. But it just won't go right now. His play was stopped there. It's a 14-point game with 2 minutes left.
As I said earlier, that's why they put him in. Ellie Goldberg's a knockdown 3-point shooter. Even though that didn't count, that was still you see the shooting skills that he got.
Yeah, he really likes to show off his shooting skills during practices. Zach Gimes drives up the middle, and he's going to get 2 shots there.
Yep, that was defense, but I mean, I think he came down on him a little bit, and that's why they called the foul.
A little bit of a risky play by MTA, and Zach Gimes won't get it, but he will get the 2 shots as MTA is having a whole squad of new players come on. It's going to be Yosef Kaplan, Donnie Pfeiffer, Ariel Fatir, Shmuley Narenberg, and Isaac Rubenstein. All going on to replace all the MTA starters, as it looks like they've essentially given up on this one.
Let's see if these guys can bring some extra spice to the team and maybe make this lead a little shorter, you know?
See if they can cut the lead with a little bit of spice, a little bit of harif, as you like some of these characters that are on here. Some new guys, some old guys. Pfeiffer, check hero for MTA. Let's see if he can bring any of that classic spice back to MTA. Now Fatir bringing the ball up, whips it over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer back to Fatir. Now back to Pfeiffer, whips it out to the other side. Narenberg pops a jumper, won't go way over the rim. And that one's going to be MTA ball off the hands of Frisch. Pfeiffer now with the inbound in a minute 38. But MTA calls a timeout. And everybody's back here in the huddle as it's a 15-point game, minute and a half. MTA competed hard. What do you got to say about the way that this one's panned out so far?
I mean, I was only here for a bit of the second half, so as of now, what I've seen from MTA, I mean, it was pretty even from when I came, but MTA's been looking solid. Frisch has been looking solid, so I don't know. I think we can get some good stuff going in the future, and this is just their first game, but MTA can look good in the future. They can beat some good teams.
There's a lot to look forward to, but also a lot to criticize. 15 points. A lot of people thought that Frisch would come in here and whoop MTA, but MTA has really standed strong. in some respect. A minute and a half here as they've got 5 new guys on here. Pfeiffer now with the inbound out to Fatir. Fatir now making a move as he loses that one and pops it up to number 11 now out to the side, and that one won't go as Kaplan grabs the rebound and gives it over to Fatir. Big man Kaplan seeing his first time of the year, as well as everybody on the court right now seeing their first minutes. This one out to Narberg. Narberg out to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer now trying to work it across the baseline out to Kaplan. Kaplan at the foul line and shoots it. Won't go. Pfeiffer now fighting for that rebound through the legs. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Almost got it.
Pfeiffer, we know his brother from last year, but Pfeiffer's bringing similar intensity just like his older brother Eitan. And that's what we look forward to in a player here.
Got that Pfeiffer killer instinct, and you'll like to see that coming out, even late in this one, even down by 15. It's something you like to see, something to build off of. As Frisch is working the ball around the key, just trying to burn some time. 46 seconds left now. Pfeiffer goes after that one. Fatir putting his hands up in his face, and they're going to call a travel there with 41.9 left. And it is a 15-point game still. As Penny Balsam takes the court, and we got some new subs on there. And Freeman also bringing the ball up now. Freeman out. Over to Rubenstein. Freeman now. Back up at the top of the key to Kaplan. Kaplan. The three by Pfeiffer. Won't go as Rubenstein fights for the rebound, and that one's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be... They're going to call it Frisch ball. Oh, no, excuse me. That's MTA ball.
What you like to see in this Lions team is that they come out, even though they're not the starters, they're not the top 5 players on the team, they still come out with intensity. They want to prove to the coach that they deserve minutes. This is what you like to see in the bottom tier of the players.
This is, the bottom of the bench, but you got to respect how much these guys are competing. Some of these guys seeing their first Yeshiva League time ever. First stands up, standing ovation with 10 seconds left. And MTA too, as MTA drops the first game of the year, 15-point deficit. It's 35-50. Frisch over MTA. A lot to look forward to. Hine and Engel playing nicely. Zakon hitting some nice shots. Goldberg hit a 3. A couple of guys that were really good. A couple of guys not so much. Ozzy Goldberg was really nice in transition today. Yosef Zakon, Steve Zickelstein stepped up as leaders. Zickelstein hit a nice 3 as well. And most importantly, they did lose by 15 points to Frisch, but they hung in there and they fought and clung with a top-tier team. And that means that if they can clean up the mistakes, this team can be very, very good. A lot to look forward to for this MTA team.
Yeah, listen, everyone thought the Lions would come in here and get whooped. I mean, 15 points does seem like a lot, but really, it's still an impressive performance by them, and hopefully they'll go on and win some games in the future. I think this could be a very good team in this season.
Something to build off of here, as hopefully we'll have somebody to speak to. If not, we're going to cut to break right now as MTA drops to Frisch 35-50 as MTA loses the season opener. Signing off here is Andrew Jacobson and Aaron Morgan.
See you guys later.
Thanks for tuning in to Lions Live.